Students, today we will learn Fraunhofer diffraction at single slit. Before this, we must understand what is diffraction. The bending of light round the corners of an obstacle and entering into its geometrical shadow is called as diffraction. In this case, this slit is an obstacle and the light is bending round the corners of this slit and is entering into its geometrical shadow in this region and in this region. To obtain a diffraction pattern, we must use a light source of single wavelength or a monochromatic source. We use a point monochromatic source to obtain sharp diffraction pattern. Let a point monochromatic source is placed at the focus of the convex lens. The beams emitted from the point monochromatic source after passing through the lens becomes parallel. Let the wavefront is incident on a single slit of width A. The slit divides the incident wavefront into n equal parts. Each part acts as a source of secondary wavelets or diffracted beams which spread out in different directions. These diffracted beams interferes to produce a diffraction pattern on the screen which is placed in the focal plane of convex lens L2. The set of undiffracted n beams which moves in the direction of incident beam are converged by the lens at the center of the screen and are responsible for the formation of principal maxima which is of highest intensity. Let a set of n diffracted beams make an angle theta with respect to the incident direction. From the figure it is evident that the path difference between beam 1 diffracted beam and beam 2 diffracted beam is BC. In triangle ABC, BC is equal to A sin theta. Hence the path difference between beam 1 and beam 2 is A sin theta. Since it is a collection of n diffracted beams, hence the path difference between two successive diffractive beams becomes 1 upon n into A sin theta. The phase difference between two successive beams delta is equal to 2 pi upon lambda 1 upon n A sin theta, because phase difference is equal to 2 pi by lambda into path difference. Let R is the amplitude of resultant wave formed on the screen. Then this amplitude is given by R is equal to A sin n delta by 2 upon sin delta by 2. Substituting the value of delta, we get A sin n by 2 pi upon n lambda A sin theta divided by sin 1 by 2 bracket 2 pi upon n lambda A sin theta. From n we cancel the n, from 2 we cancel 2, and from 2 we cancel 2 in the denominator. We substitute pi upon lambda A sin theta equal to alpha, so we get A sin alpha upon sin alpha upon n. Since number of diffracted beams n is very large, therefore the value of alpha upon n is very small, so sin alpha upon n can be taken as alpha upon n. So R becomes R equal to NA sin alpha upon alpha. We can take NA as capital A sin alpha upon alpha, where capital A is the maximum value of the amplitude R of the resultant wave at the center of the screen. It is the amplitude of the principal maxima.